What if I told you that the most powerful fish attractant ever discovered costs less than a cup of coffee? And it's been sitting in your kitchen this whole time. Not a $25 bottle, not a lab-made formula. 2 ingredients, grocery store shelf, under $3 total. And here's the kicker. The science behind why it works is more fascinating than anything a tackle brand will ever put on their label. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to fish completely differently, forever. Welcome to Hidden Fishing. This channel runs on one rule. If the science is real, we share it. No gimmicks, no affiliate deals, just what actually works on the water. Today, we're going back 2,000 years to the rivers of ancient China, where fishermen discovered a plant oil that made fish behave like they'd completely lost their minds around bait. That knowledge traveled across Japan, Korea, Greece, and into American fishing culture. Then, somewhere around the mid-20th century, it quietly disappeared from public conversation. The question is, why? The answer is simple. You can't sell a $28 bottle of something a person can buy for $2 at a grocery store. Here's what actually happens in the water when you use this mix. The first ingredient is pure anise extract, the kind you find in the baking aisle for about $2. Anise contains a compound called anethole. Researchers at Kagoshima University in Japan studied anethole's effect on freshwater fish in 2007. What they found was remarkable. When anethole dissolves in water, it binds directly to the olfactory receptor cells in a fish's sensory organs. And it doesn't just attract fish, it triggers what scientists call an involuntary chemoreceptor response. Translation: the fish doesn't decide to swim toward your bait. Its brain automatically sends the signal. Move, now, feed. It's the same kind of reflex that makes your hand pull away from heat, before your conscious mind even registers the danger. Now, here's where the second ingredient changes everything. Coarse salt, kosher or sea salt, creates a localized ion field when it dissolves around your hook. Sodium and chloride ions act as signal carriers in water. They push the enethol molecules outward, significantly further than the scent would travel on its own. Without salt, effective scent radius is roughly 10 to 12 feet. With salt, that radius expands to 18 feet or more. 2 ingredients, 2 completely different mechanisms, both working at the same time. That is why this combination has survived 2,000 years of fishing history. The global fishing scent market is worth over $12 billion. Major brands sell scent products starting at $8 for a small bottle. Premium formulas run $25 to $30. Each bottle is designed to last a handful of trips. Then, you come back for more. Here's what that math looks like from the other side. A $2 bottle of pure anise extract contains enough product for 200 plus fishing applications. A $1 box of coarse salt lasts longer than most fishing seasons. You cannot trademark anise oil. You cannot patent coarse salt. You cannot build a subscription revenue model on a $3 pantry item that every competitor can also sell. So instead, the industry invested in branding. They told you that natural solutions were primitive, that lab-formulated chemistry was superior, that the old ways were unreliable, and they built a $12 billion business on that story. Today, you're hearing a different one. Let me give you 3 specific methods so you can use this starting on your very next trip. Method 1. The paste, natural bait. Mix half a teaspoon of anise extract with 1 teaspoon of coarse salt. Add a small pinch of flour to thicken it into a paste. Rub a thin coat directly onto your hook and bait before every cast. The scent cloud activates within seconds of hitting water. Reapply every 20 to 25 minutes or every time you rebait. Simple, effective, costs almost nothing per trip. Method 2. The overnight soak, soft plastics. The night before your trip, put your soft plastic lures in a Ziploc bag. Add 1 tablespoon of anise extract and 1 tablespoon of salt. Seal it, shake it, and leave it in the fridge for at least 8 hours. Soft plastics are porous. They absorb anethol at the molecular level. The next day, those lures release a continuous scent trail for up to 2 hours. No reapplication needed. This method is legal in all 50 states. You're fishing a scented artificial, no additives going directly into the water. Method 3. The drift cloud, moving water. Cut a 4-inch square of cheesecloth. Place 1 tablespoon of coarse salt and 10 drops of anise extract in the center. Tie it shut with a piece of fishing line and attach it 12 inches above your hook. As it sinks, it slowly dissolves and releases a scent trail downstream. In moving water, that trail can extend 30 feet or more, drawing fish from a wide area straight to your bait. This is the method that works hardest for catfish and carp in river systems. Let me be direct about where this works and where it doesn't. Channel catfish, highest response rate of any freshwater species tested. Their barbels carry an extremely dense concentration of chemoreceptors. Anethol and salt hit them hard. Carp, excellent results. Carp are scent-driven foragers by nature. Anethol mimics aromatic food signatures they evolved to hunt. Corn bait treated with this mix outperforms untreated commercial boilies consistently. Crappie, moderate response, works best with the soak method on small soft plastics at dawn when they're most active. Largemouth bass, I'm going to be straight with you. Largemouth are visual ambush predators. They hunt by movement and vibration, not scent. This mix will not help you with largemouth. Don't waste your time applying for that species. Trout, inconsistent below 55 degrees Fahrenheit water temperature. Anethol dispersal slows significantly in cold water. Best results come in late spring through early fall. Know your target species. Use the right tool for the right fish. One important detail on purchasing. At the grocery store, you will see multiple anise products on the shelf. Look specifically for pure anise extract, not anise flavoring, not star anise seasoning blend, not imitation anise. The label should list anethol as the active aromatic compound. The $2 bottle at most major grocery chains contains the real compound. The imitation flavoring versions use synthetic substitutes that do not produce the same chemoreceptor response in fish. For salt, coarse sea salt or kosher salt, not table salt, which dissolves too quickly and doesn't create the same ion field effect. Total investment under $3. Total trips covered more than you can count. 2,000 years ago, fishermen on the Yangtze River figured out something that took modern science until 2007 to explain in a laboratory. The knowledge never went anywhere. It just got buried under billions of dollars of marketing. The anise is on the shelf right now. The salt is next to it. If this gave you something useful, you're in the right place. This is exactly why hidden fishing exists. Subscribe and share this with one person who's been buying expensive scent products every season. They need to see this. And drop a comment below. Tell me what species you're targeting and which method you're going to try first. The hidden fishing community watches every single one. See you on the water.